According to the report from End Domestic Violence Abuse Wisconsin, 43 people died in 2014. The report also shows 91% of perpetrators were men. The average victim, 40 years old, and guns were used in 59% of the domestic violence homicides.
Those aren't just numbers. Those are people's family, mothers, brothers, friends, coworkers, and so that just emphasizes the need for programs like Golden House.
Leaders at Golden House, a domestic violence shelter in Green Bay, say just because total incidents are down, that doesn't mean crimes are ending. According to local lawmakers, about half of abuse victims choose to stay with their abusers because they don't want to leave their family pet behind. NBC 26's Raquel Lamel is live at 6 with how some legislators are trying to change that.
Well, Stacey, this is something domestic violence shelters say they see on a pretty consistent basis. One shelter has even gone as far as to include a kennel area for pets to be housed to help get victims to safety. At the Manitowoc County Domestic Violence Center,
it's not uncommon for us to be full.
13 of the 15 beds at the shelter occupied, and they just expanded and reopened late this summer.
People are coming every day to get assistance with filing restraining orders or coming in to talk about the situation.
New to the shelter, an area for pets, something shelter executive director Sarah Meyer says keeps many victims with their abusers.
People, you know, they think of their pets as part of their family, so it'd be like leaving a kid behind.
Republican Representative Andre Jacques introducing a bill that would allow victims to put a restraining order or an injunction on their pets, keeping them from being hurt by the abuser.
It's the sort of thing that I think we just need to really emphasize the importance of adding this protection to what we already have.
According to Representative Jacques, the bill has already passed the committee and state senate. Now it needs to be voted on by the assembly before it heads to the governor's desk. Shelter directors tell me many domestic violence shelters work with local humane societies and will take a pet for someone while that person is getting out of an abusive relationship. To find out if your shelter can help, just give them a call. Raquel Lamel, NBC 26.
Thanks, Raquel. New information tonight. Brown County Sheriff's deputies arrest this man, Christopher Cayley, for allegedly taking nude pictures and video of women without them knowing. According to the criminal complaint, it happened at a Sunseekers tanning salon in Bellevue. One of the victims has been identified, but deputies think there are more out there. NBC 26's Alex Hagan is live in Bellevue now with the latest on the search for more victims.
Well, good evening, Stacey. Court records show that Cayley would take photos of these women with his cell phone over the walls here at this tanning salon in Bellevue. I did talk to the owner of this tanning salon earlier today. He says he and his employees were not aware of this ever going on over the past year. Deputies say Christopher Cayley may have snapped multiple photos of women at this tanning salon.
This is the first time we've ever heard of an incident that somebody was actually using a cell phone to reach over a wall.
Investigators say Cayley was caught in the act last week. One victim told deputies he used Facebook in his job as a car salesman to draw her in. Court documents show Cayley purchased 2 tanning rooms, one for his victim and one for himself. The woman looked up at the top of the wall while undressing, telling employees at the salon that's where he was holding his phone to take a picture of me while I was naked. Court records show deputies found more photos on his cell phone.
That there were other images of other women, and we believe they were also victimized, but may not know they're victimized.
I'm shocked. You know, this is things you read about that we don't see in our community.
And this all seemed to happen without Sunseekers employees ever knowing. Now, the owner also tells me he applauds his employees the way that they handled this incident, or this alleged incident rather, last week. As for Cayley, he's scheduled to be in court this coming Friday. Reporting live tonight in Bellevue, I'm Alex Hagan with NBC 26.
Now, if you think you might be a victim or have information about this case, you should contact the Brown County Sheriff's Department. Their phone number and email address can be found on our website. You can also remain anonymous by calling Crime Stoppers. Now let's get a check on that weather alert. Here's NBC 26 Chief Meteorologist Cameron Moreland.
Stacey, the National Weather Service has issued a freeze warning for Langlade County and then north and west of the Bay and the Fox Valley. We are looking at a frost advisory. From the Fox Valley towards the lake shore, it looks like a gusty northeast wind and some lake clouds will keep temperatures up, probably upper 30s to lower 40s. But where we do have that frost advisory or freeze warning, we're looking at the threat of a widespread frost or freeze. If you are watching from those areas, Cover those tender plants and bring the potted plants inside if you want them to last. Stacy?
The Allegheny County Sheriff's Department moving forward tonight with their investigation into a deadly rollover crash. 16-year-old Emily Nickel was killed last Friday in Greenville. 3 other teens were also hurt. Deputies say alcohol is not believed to be a factor in this crash, and all 4 girls were wearing their seatbelts. Funeral arrangements for Emily services will be held this Thursday at Emmanuel Lutheran Church in Greenville. They'll be held from 1 until 5 p.m. A former Brown County DARE officer waives his preliminary hearing today. Kevin Vandenheuvel is accused of stealing money from the DARE program by giving cars fake parking passes at Packers games and then keeping some of the money. His next court appearance is October 19th. Also today, Early Fuller, also charged in the case, made his first court appearance. He's being held on a $10,000 bond and will be back in court on October 15th. New at 6 tonight, more money added into the Brown County budget, helping those with mental health issues in jail. The county executive wants to add $183,000. The money will be used to add a clinical social worker and to make sure inmates with mental health issues are getting care 24/7.
Everyone's objective is really to truly try to address these issues when people have mental health issues, try to give them services that they ultimately need, so that at the end of the day, we're reducing the amount of individuals who are in our jail system.
The county executive says he proposed the additional funds after hearing concerns from community members with loved ones suffering from mental health issues. Governor Walker looking for applicants for the Wisconsin Supreme Court. You'll remember Justice Patrick Crooks died last week. The opening is to fill the remainder of his term. Walker isn't saying if he'll rule out appointing one of 3 judges running for the seat. The application deadline is Friday. Governor Walker had a busy summer on the presidential campaign trail, but not here in the Badger State. In July, he spent 1 day in Wisconsin on official business. Walker insists he was in contact with staff and legislative leaders. Walker launched his presidential campaign July 13th and quit the race last week. NBC 26 is your official Packers station. The Green and Gold remain unbeaten on the season after winning the Monday night game against the Chiefs, 38-28. The defense playing a key role in that win. NBC 26's Charlie Sakaitis joins us now live at 6 with more.
Stacy, if you watched the game, you couldn't help but notice the performance that Aaron Rodgers put on. However, the defense was in itself especially impressive in the first half. The Packers defense did their job on Monday night, and that job is getting the ball back so Aaron Rodgers can go score points. 7 times they forced the Chiefs into 3 and outs. They managed to get 8 hits on Alex Smith. 7 of those were sacks. Now, Jamal Charles, the running back for the Chiefs, did find the end zone 3 times, but he was limited to 49 yards rushing, and Sam Shields even added an interception. A pretty big win all around for the Green and Gold.
We obviously have high expectations of our defense and what we like to do, and obviously I think we, for the most part of 3 quarters, we kept that up, but, obviously a little let down in the 4th quarter. We'll adjust that.
That was a tough offensive line. Those guys came to compete, and that's just a testament to how we work and prepare.
That's our goal each and every week, 3 and out, get the ball back to A-Rod, and you know how he do. So, that's our goal every week.
We want to get the lead, and we want to force them into a one-dimensional game and go get them. We want to have everybody active, and I think that was the case tonight.
Coming up later in sports, we'll have a more comprehensive breakdown of last night's game. Plus, hear what Mike McCarthy had to say today about Andrew Corliss. He is injured. We'll tell you how long. Stacy? All
right, thanks, Charlie. Green Bay police report they arrested 3 people at the Packers-Chiefs game, and 34 others were thrown out for various misconduct violations. Coming up tonight on Packers Live with Larry McCarron, tackle Don Barclay will be the special guest. That's tonight right after this newscast at 6:30. Here in Northeast Wisconsin, we have something else to cheer about tonight.
So bad, not so bad.
A local team performing on The Voice when you can catch the sisters from our area and hear more of their beautiful sound. Plus, a local brewery getting a national award. What honor Titletown Brewing Company wins up against pubs from across the nation. And you're taking a live look from our DOT camp tonight at I-43 and Dan's Avenue. A beautiful Tuesday evening commute home.
NBC 26 Live at 6. with Stacy Engebretson, Chief Meteorologist Cameron Moreland, and sports with Charlie Sakaitis. This is NBC 26 Live at 6.
Care and compassion for you and your loved ones. A more peaceful journey begins with Unity Hospice. Strength at your side.
It's not only you going through cancer. Your family also experiences it in ways that aren't always this obvious. That's why Theta Care developed a team approach that gives you a say and includes ways to help support your family. In the end, it's about everyone feeling better. Theta Care. It's about time.
The sleeper pick, the guy only you believe in. In 1 week fantasy football on DraftKings, he can be the difference. So trust your gut. Trust your numbers. Trust your Uncle Vito if you want. But know this, that sleeper is out there. The question is, who's gonna play him? This is DraftKings. Welcome to the big time.
Play this Sunday for your shot to become a fantasy football millionaire. Play free with promo code HOTDOG.
Dignity and comfort. Enhanced quality of life. More precious time with the ones you love. Unity Hospice. Strength at your side.
Welcome to Subway. What can I make for you? You'll love our new rotisserie style chicken. 100% white meat, herb seasoned pulled chicken, fresh toasted with melty cheese and crisp veggies on freshly baked bread. Enjoy it while it's here. Subway. Eat fresh.
Now, covering Wisconsin weather for 20 years, Chief Meteorologist Cameron Moreland.
Well, for the first time in over 2 weeks, the high temperature was actually below normal today, and there's more where that came from. Here's a look at your 7-day temperature trend. Some major changes compared to what we've been seeing. Look for a high right around 60 tomorrow, Thursday, and Friday. And then as we move into the weekend, highs will only be in the mid to upper 50s. So obviously the big weather story today here in Northeast Wisconsin is the dramatic cool down. Temperatures this afternoon running 15 to almost 25 degrees cooler compared to what we saw on Monday. After a high of 82 yesterday, the afternoon high today was only 60 degrees. And right now we are looking at mainly 50s out there. It's already down to 55 degrees in the Marinette-Menominee area. We've got 54 in Sturgeon Bay, and we're looking at 58 degrees in Oshkosh. Currently, as you look out of our live Green Bay Tower cam, you can see we have mostly sunny skies with northeast winds at around 10 to 15 miles per hour. And that gusty northeast wind is going to be a player in tonight's forecast, especially from the Fox Valley eastward. 57 degrees here in Appleton with a dew point of 37, and the dew point is usually a pretty good indicator of how cold the actual temperature can get during the nighttime hours. Here's a look at precision radar. Some quiet weather across northeast Wisconsin compared to the heavy rain showers we had yesterday. An inch and a half of rain, in fact, in the Oshkosh area. Really not much going on across the upper Midwest. The cold front that kicked off those heavy showers and brought the dramatic change to our weather is now shifting off towards the east. High pressure is now building in from the north. Mother Nature basically just flipped the switch from summer to fall, and now we're looking at fall-like conditions across the central part of the country, and this is obviously a 180 from what we've been seeing for the last couple of weeks and really the last entire month of September. Here's a look at what we're expecting tonight. After a cool day, chilly conditions will develop. We've got frost advisories here north and west of the Fox Valley and the Bay. We've got a freeze warning for Langlade County. This is an area where a widespread frost or freeze is likely. From the Fox Valley east, gusty northeast winds and a few lake clouds coming in from Lake Michigan will probably keep the temperature up just a bit, upper 30s to lower 40s. But if you live in a secluded area that's protected from the wind, you may see a little bit of patchy frost. North and west of the Fox Valley, temperatures will be dipping into the 30s, and then we'll see some 20s across the Northwoods. Highs tomorrow will be below normal, upper 50s to lower 60s. We'll see a gusty northeast wind. Precision Cast shows clear skies initially. Then you can see a few lake clouds coming in. We'll see some lake clouds as we head through tomorrow as well. Otherwise, lots of sunshine. There could even be an isolated lake effect sprinkle or shower. So your forecast for tonight calls for clear skies. A couple of lake clouds are possible, especially towards Lake Michigan. Overnight lows in the upper 30s to lower 40s. But once again, north and west of the Fox Valley, lower to mid 30s with frost. Tomorrow, sunny and windy. A few lake clouds are possible. Look for a high right around 60 degrees with gusty northeast winds. And we're going to keep that gusty northeast wind in the forecast here for Thursday, Friday, Saturday, also Sunday into Monday. Some clouds on Sunday and Monday will produce a couple of showers and keep temperatures cooler, only in the 50s. This large area of high pressure, Stacy, that's building in is actually going to be interacting with a tropical storm that is approaching the eastern seaboard, and the pressure difference between the two is going to keep a stiff northeast wind across Wisconsin for the next 5 to 6 days.
Man, I'm going to feel like fall.
Oh yeah, no doubt about it.
All right, thanks, Cameron. Well, get ready to root for the home